Hey guys, we got a PvT lined up with what looks to be herO and INnoVation. So we were going to follow Deer possibly, but this one is just too juicy to pass up on.
Indeed, for everyone.
Yeah, literally everyone's hopping in this lobby, and I do not blame them. I've done a terrible job being social media today. Let's do this real quick, so people know INnoVation. Whoops, that's not how you spell his name. Everyone get in here. I should probably tweet that from the BaseTrade account. I need to get better at using the BaseTradeTV account more. I just end up tweeting on my account because I'm just too lazy to log over. There we go.
Oh man, TY was supposed to be streaming, but it's a lie. It's a lie, Rifkin.
TY?
It's a lie.
Whatever happened to that Chinese Terran, XY or whatever? I wonder if he still plays. He was on the up and up for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, so if you guys don't know where we're at, maybe you're just joining us more recently on the stream. This is the round of 8. So what's great is INnoVation and herO is already a really sick matchup. Like, again, the Olimoleague is like hashtag blessed. Lots of good games. But the winner of this fight's either Leenock or Gumiho. Bottom side, you got Keen versus Deer and Buell versus Alive. Unfortunately, though, every caster's in this lobby, so this is the only game that's going to get cast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, a small note for anyone who missed it and was maybe perhaps just watching our YouTube. Unfortunately, we had made a mistake, and one of the YouTube VODs was cut incorrectly. That's been fixed from, I think it was Major versus Scarlet. So the new version's up on YouTube, and Joey did that before he went to bed, which was awesome.
Cool.
But also, he shouldn't have fucked it up in the first place.
Oh. Oh. Hmm.
No, it's I'm pretty sure what ended up happening was because that's where we cut the stream a little bit early, so we probably didn't look past like game timings.
Probably. Oh well.
Yeah, well.
Still getting reports in from some lore masters. I don't know.
What about Protoss babies?
Well, about what they turn into. So like I'm thinking, right, because like what are the base units? Zealots, Adepts, Dark Templar, High Templar, and then everything else is like a robot, right? Or like turned into it from something else, like Stalkers, Dragoons, Colossus, Probes, Sentries are robots. So the Adept is like, it was introduced as like a base unit, yet it doesn't actually do anything more. Whereas all these other base units kind of like do something else, like they turn into something else. That's just poor planning. Okay, on Blizzard's part, they should have considered
what
this.
if? Hear me out. What if Adepts turn into? Because they're women, right? What if Adepts turn into Sailor Scouts?
It doesn't make any sense. Sailor Scouts have to die before they become Sailor Scouts. Good God.
I don't know, dude. That fight with Queen Beryl kind of I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's leave that and let's hop into the intros because we got some amazing players that we shouldn't be mucking around with. Bottom left side of the map, this guy has been tearing it up against all kinds of Terran. He's been playing cheesy, he's been playing dirty, he's been really fun to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Roots herO.
What are disruptors? The top right, as the red Terran, he is INnoVation.
herO, by the way, looking forward to him. He'll be competing in both the Ting round of 16 as well as the BTSL monthly finals. This guy's been all over the place and playing really well too.
All over the place. Yep.
I mean, the thing is, watching him play versus Terran, it is kind of at this point where I'm like, I don't know if a straight macro game is in his repertoire anymore. It's been a lot of really cheesy and funky games, but he's had pretty good success, so I can't really fault him with it either.
Well, herO does have some pretty good macro games that we still get to see. So as much as he does like the cheese, it's not 100% cheese like I don't know, like Arthur, right? But it seems to be like he's more effective because he does cheese so often that the Terran always has to be a little bit on guard, a little bit hesitant to be greedy. against herO. I think that's his magical power anyways. In this game here, Cactus Valley, he is actually not too shy about doing the pylon rush on this map, believe it or not, but this game not going to go ahead and bother with it, but still getting a Stargate.
Yeah, he's actually been getting away a lot with Phoenix too, which have been really fun to watch, of course. I think Phoenix are really great for a multitude of reasons, but one of my favorite is just watching how much it shuts down a Widow Mine. Because that's, by the way, I'm not going to get to the topic of balance, but this is just the topic of like being oppressed by players. Like, I don't want to ever see StarCraft get to this point where everyone has to be babied down and handheld and like nerfs and nerfs and nerfs are how people deal with things. I love that you got this alternate solution where like, oh, are Widow Mines a problem? Get a lot of Phoenix to scoop them out of the ground. And I'm not saying that's the best solution. And again, it's not supposed to be about balance, but it's about watching that player's level of control that makes me sit there and go like, oh, that was really cool.
That's amazing. I'm really not sure what's going to happen to the Terran race once the Widow Mine is nerfed, actually.
Well, we'll see a lot less of them, I'll tell you that much.
Maybe, because right now it does seem that Phoenix Adept is becoming, like, a more preferred way of dealing with Terran, although it's certainly not the only way, and mixing things up as the Protoss player still seems to be the best way to do things. There have been a couple of games where it's like, I don't know, the Phoenix Adept thing looks like Terran makes one mistake, tries to take an engagement, it's like, oh shit, they're doing that, and they can't run away, and then they die. It seems kind of lame, but not so much a balance complaint yet, I suppose, but it is something to be concerned about. Looking forward for the Widow Mines is this specific strategy. herO is going to get away with a really fast surge. That makes sense. You kind of get away with this if you go for that Stargate build, and they go for a Widow Mine drop, which is exactly what INnoVation did.
This is actually really clever. So, I mean, yeah, the Phoenix and Graviton beam up the Widow Mines and remove them from the equation, but they can also take a hit where an Oracle can't.
Oh no! Oh, okay.
He should be able to scoop this one out. Yeah, overcharge, and the Phoenix should chase it down. But anyways, going back to that point though, of what I thought was really cool, and again, this comes down to like, this is where I go, ooh, that was pretty cool control-wise. The Phoenix going in first, looking for that hit, looking to bait it out. The fact they didn't see one meant the Oracle could save its energy and not have to burn, say, a Revelation, but instead possibly Pulsar beam down all the workers. Now he knows there's a Widow Mine here. He already split for it. Did he forget?
Oh, whoopsie. He did forget.
That was a big hit. 7 kills in total. Ouch.
They get direct action for the 13-month resub.
Whoa. When you realize resubbing is a direct action. But direct action is resubbing. I wish there was an emote to explain how I feel, because I'm just kind of like, not like this. I kind of feel like, oh my dog, you know?
Not like this has a lot of different uses, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a frustration emote. It's like a shower thought emote. It's like, it's everything, man.
That's what I do, because if you see the original image that the emote came from, it's doesn't look like any of that though. Okay, Phoenix is aplenty. This is actually, I like that revelation a lot. But I was gonna say this was gonna be a good way to catch those medevacs. He's still producing Phoenix behind this, so this isn't like, oh, he's happy with a couple. And I think honestly, between an overcharge and a small amount of adepts on the ground, the Marine Force is really not that scary. It's not that intimidating. But it is worth noting, INnoVation is going to have a lot. He's going to have Stim +1. And of course, above all else, this is a guy who just recently lost a tournament. So he's looking for some money here through these weekly cups.
I need the money. I'm INnoVation. I don't have enough money.
Right? I'm sure that's that's most Korean pro gamers.
Well, yes, but not these type of programmers. The ones
oh my god!
Holy shit! There's just no chance of that type of stasis trap right there. Just run away with the medevacs while you can. Oh dear
didn't
lord!
Cancel the turret. That's an issue. Phoenix has hunted the turret or the medevacs down. Widow Mines don't get a burrow. Oh my god! INnoVation. Like the thing is, I swear I thought I saw that he saw that coming, but clearly not the case. Immediate Stim, tries to trade out the best he can. He actually will trade out not badly with that either, but GG.
Tap out anyway.
Yo,
like,
that mule though.
Man. He was supposed to do a pretty good push there. Rally Widow Mines and Liberators over too. And
he dropped a mule, dude. That was like, again, people talking about INnoVation being a machine and no emotions. Fuck that. We've seen him we've seen him get emotional. We've seen him drop mules in frustration GGs.
When I drop mules in GG, usually it's because I'm laughing.
Okay, same difference.
I'm just like, oh, this is a good game. This is fun.
What's the laughing emotion? Because that's what I'm going for here.
Okay, it's still an emotion. You're right. You get a Gerthang 3019 for the 24-month resub.
By the way, I know that we are mostly Terran biased and thus probably have a fairly Terran biased audience joining us, but the few Protoss who might be tuning in, oh boy, you guys need to go take a cold shower right now, I'll tell you that much, after watching a move like that.
Ooh. No, that was super good. Because that's the second time in 48 hours, I think, that we saw that attempted build where you put the missile turret off to their third on Cactus Valley and just set up a line of attack. And it didn't work last time either, but not because the stasis trap was baller, just because Protoss was ready. But I want to see what that looks like when it gets up and ready to go. Is it super overpowered once you burrow those Widow Mines to get that missile turret, or is it? I don't know. Didn't look that good.
Well, Abyssal Reef coming up, folks. This is where we would do the intro if the VODs weren't getting muted. Feels bad, man. It's
like that Fairly Odd Parents meme. This is where I'd have my intro if I was allowed one.
If I had one. What actually really irritates me is I did finally get a response from Twitch partner support. Would you like to know what they said?
Ask again later.
Kind of. So I said in my original message, like, hello, this is in relation to this tweet. Can you guys help me figure out how to fix this? Because the appeal's not working. So Twitch partner help responds with, and I quote, "Hi Graham, have you attempted to appeal the audio mute?"
No.
And I'm like, I don't know, dude. In the first email where I said the appeal's not working, I thought that was pretty fucking clear.
No.
Breaking my heart, Twitch. One day at a time. But ladies and gentlemen, whether your heart's broken or not, in the bottom right, he's red and still fighting. Might be down a game. Wouldn't count him out. It's INnoVation.
In the top left, this is the blue Protoss. He is Root herO. The recent meme on the front page of StarCraft Reddit today made me very happy. Is it SpongeBob related?
So you have to fill me in because I wasn't kidding when I tweeted like I'm done with Reddit, man. Fuck StarCraft Reddit. If anyone here tunes in that regularly reads StarCraft Reddit, I will tell you these last 3 days of my life have been fucking phenomenal. Cutting that out of my life.
StarCraft Reddit's actually been fine with the IEM going on. There's a lot of actually like fun content, but yeah, I can see now looking at it. But it's like because I don't know if you watch SpongeBob, but there's an episode where like Patrick and SpongeBob have like a clam baby to take care of.
Yeah.
And
Patrick's
okay,
all
you have
dressed
seen
up and
that,
stuff,
right?
yeah.
And he's like, how many diapers do you need? And like SpongeBob like tears down the wallpaper. There's just diapers and diapers and diapers. It's Patrick saying it's just one pylon. How many Marines could you need?
That's pretty
I liked
good.
it a lot.
That's pretty
I
good.
love it. I love when the memes come in. I love when there's jokes like this.
Although the funny thing is, like, I'm imagining you tear down the wall, then it's like a lot of Marines, but really you just need to tear down the wall and there needs to be one Cyclone. And just the end.
Maybe.
I mean, for those, actually, real talk, if you guys have had trouble with this, even before the change to Cyclones, which in my opinion made them even better at dealing with this particular pylon rush, like Cyclones have always been so good at shutting that down. Although I do miss the old lock-on version.
They don't deal as well with the Oracle, though, kind of swooping in. But combined, with their forces combined.
Yeah, I don't know if someone's got the VOD of this. I don't often cast my own ladder games, but the chat made me this one time because there was a game like that where I got pylon rushed, and I got down to one SCV and came back and won that game.
And that was the old Cyclone, but yeah.
That was, the old Cyclones. Feels bad, man. There's also, I was proud too because that wasn't like Silver League Diamond. There was like Masters League stuff, if I recall.
Cool beans.
But anyways, there's Rifkin just showing off because it's all I do. Talk about how good I am at ladder. Reaper, what are you doing? INnoVation. What is going on?
My Reapers are better than that.
I mean, the thing is, I think he knew he was caught by the Adept and there's no getting away, so it was like his way of just being like, well, I'm gonna go out with a bang, literally.
Is INnoVation gonna get cheekier and cheekier as we watch him evolve? Like,
I would love it.
He's becoming a more sarcastic robot with every day.
he's slowly becoming like the bender of robots.
I don't know what that was. herO accidentally moved back into the Widowmine range, but whatever. This is an Adept. Takes out the Widowmine.
I guess what's kind of funny is like, yeah, we know of INnoVation's reputation, and everyone always talks about him being like very stoic and no emotions and blah blah blah. But the thing is, I guess having been friends with Crank and a lot of the dudes who are friends with people like INnoVation, we've kind of had glimpses at his personality here and there. So, I mean, we make fun and we make jokes, but INnoVation is by no means like this boring, stupid robot. I think it's just that publicly speaking, a lot of these guys are very shy and very professional, so you don't get to see a lot of that. Like,
totally
INnoVation has this command on his channel. Have you seen the Sue command?
No.
If you like go to INnoVation's channel, type like, I don't know if it's still there, but if you hit for like a week, if you type ! Sue, it would be like, please tell Sue I don't like men.
Yeah, I like totally on board, right? Like they're not all the faceless Koreans, but I do think that INnoVation is still the closest to that, though. Like, yeah, even in his interviews, and not just like the like on-stage interviews, which are all pretty lackluster, I would say. Even like his in-depth interviews that he's done aren't comparable to these other Koreans that actually do show a little bit of their personality. Like Sue, I didn't know much about. Sue, what did we see? We saw him just hanging out alone because the Terrans were budding up at the Olimoleague. But then he did this interview for the Dank Shrine or whatever, and it's actually a really, really funny person. Like, just openly admitted to a bunch of shit that happened at the SKT house, and it was pretty funny. Whereas INnoVation just like, So, INnoVation still is as close as we're gonna get to a emotionless human being, but not actually 100% robot. Oh god.
Well, Marines are gonna be on the lookout for stasis traps, of course, but luckily none here, as it's just Phoenix. So where did the Oracle end up going? I guess back home just to save some energy. Yeah.
INnoVation's gonna do this push that actually looks very similar to the last one, but I don't think he's committing as much to it. Kind of hoping to see a third base come down after this push.
Kyrgyzstan, by the way, it's 35 months saying resubbing for the Drunken Reaper. I know we're on that stream delay, but never forget INnoVation's Reaper.
Yeah. herO just complete all of his gateways, so he's just right almost there, being able to warp in an extreme amount. He's almost right there on the upgrades too, but INnoVation's timing this pretty perfectly this time. There's no stasis trap to buy a few extra seconds, take out a huge portion of his army. That's a lot of Phoenixes though. Good god. They soak up a lot of the Widow Mines. Plus one isn't done, but Resident Glaze did finish, but all of his Phoenixes die for that.
Yeah, and that's actually going to be pretty costly. A lot of that too is going to be, like, if there's 5 Phoenix right now, they just grab time and beam up the Marauders.
Oof. Oof. Takes down the Phoenix and the Oracle before picking up. Now that was fancy, now that was nice.
That was pod racing.
Yo, I had a dream. I just remembered I had this dream because I thought it was real life at first.
Were you pod racing? Is that...
No.
Like, where's the segment from this?
It was it was like the Academy Awards, and you know who the hosts were?
Go on. Was it
Padme
you
and Anakin.
Oh.
No, it was literally the actor and the actress from episode 1. So like that kid that has grown up and had a horrible life because he did that movie. Except in my head, they actually did a really good job hosting the Academy Awards, and everyone loved him. Why the fuck would I have a dream like that? Was I that disappointed in the Academy Awards as is?
I was gonna say, I got no clue, man. You're on your own for that one.
This is the recent uptrend in the pod racing memes? I don't know.
I don't know if we caught the resub, but this caught my attention at the end of the game. Girthang3019, thank you for the 24-month resub. 2 years of awesome. I was asking, though, maybe he's not in chat, maybe you're listening. Girthang, brother, do you play World of Warcraft? I know this is a weird question, but I was actually on my alt that has nothing to do with my name, so you wouldn't know it was me, playing with a guy named Girthang the other day, and it just dawned on me, exact same spelling of name.
Must be him.
All right, so game number 3, going down on Newkirk Precinct. I'm gonna be super tryhard and play an intro for this one because reasons.
I love that face.
What face?
Making Korean. The one that INnoVation just made.
Yo, my favorite face is Crank Oli. All right, see you guys here in a sec. That is the proper way to get hyped for this map. Game number 3. Everything tied up now 1-1. In the bottom left, we have Root Gaming's Red Protoss, herO.
In the bottom right is the Blue Terran. It is INnoVation.
And that's a very quick SCV to leave the base.
Hey there, SCV. Hey.
Well,
no.
so I'm wondering what version of this is going to be, because INnoVation has actually done a couple of very different styles of proxies. If this, I mean, we just see the one SCV for now, so I imagine this is the follow-up to the factory, and even sometimes the starport this far across the map.
It's hard to say. We haven't seen a proxy-driven Terran in quite a while, actually, and I don't even know why. But for like a month ago, every Terran was doing like these proxy barracks, maybe more than a month ago. But regardless, there was a time where everyone had proxy barracks built in a back pocket, and they had the proxy factory, the proxy starport as well, super cheesing out the Protosses. Maybe the Protosses finally got revenge, and that's why they stopped, because we're going to see what happens when cheese meets cheese.
When cheese collides.
I really do wonder, though, if this is a reason that... if this is a reason for or against proxying. I don't know.
Well, so I feel like as good as Terran is here, the Oracle has a faster chance to kill all of the SCVs than a Widow Mine and maybe a Cyclone or something has to kill all the probes. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. It just... In the other situations where a 1-1-1 met a Protoss all-in, cheese, proxy, whatever, it does seem that the Terran army, because of its micro-ability, would win out long-term, even if all the SCVs died. So that's why...
Well, so here's a really big aspect of this, too. The Mothership Core has found the proxy.
Hey, what's up?
So herO now knows about INnoVation's proxy, but not vice versa. The Mothership, of course, doesn't kill the SCV, which means the starport doesn't finish, and that really sucks. Back at home, that Zealot didn't actually go to the wall, so nothing's really tearing it down as we speak. Yeah. But the Cyclone finishes up here in just a moment. He sends another SCV out. The Zealot's going to try and catch it. Oh, almost does.
Pretty nice that INnoVation did wall. I think it's kind of... Well, why don't you wall if you're gonna proxy all your production? But I feel like maybe some other Terrans would not have. This is gonna actually really help. Otherwise, that Zealot starts doing a lot of damage. But well, the Zealot isn't, and the Oracle is going to.
Actually needs to repair though, which is another part of this, and he's not. So that Zealot's gonna bust through soon. SCV's got to get here now. Is it too late? Okay, he gets there just in the nick of time.
Close. Yeah, don't let that Zealot in. There's no reason for that. Again, like still, the Oracle's gonna do a lot of damage, but you know, at least the Zealot wasn't.
That Mothership Core doesn't stand a chance.
What? She wanted to scout if the starport was done, I suppose, but almost died for it.
The Cyclone ended up going home too to try and clean up the Zealot. Man, this Oracle sure is a cool unit. Dustin Browder said this Oracle will never kill a worker in StarCraft 2. Never forget.
It did run out of energy, but INnoVation's gonna set tap out.
This was, I'm not gonna lie, this is not the best series out of INnoVation. But at the same time, like, this was really kind of, again, herO's cheesy. Like, herO's cheesy, the end. Like,
yeah. So I guess we learned what type of cheese would defeat INnoVation type of cheese. I mean, INnoVation could have tried to stay in the game. He had 2 Cyclones, a handful of Marines, and was finally producing from a starport. That can take out a Zealot, an Adept, and a Phoenix. But I think he just figured, like, herO's gonna have better production.
Part of this too for me was like, the series, as dumb as it may be to say, may have been over as soon as that stasis trap hit. Like, that was just such a, like, I'm so fucking done with this, like, innovation. I don't know. But okay, that will send us to commercials, folks. So we don't actually have another game ready to hop into anyways. We might be able to catch the tail end of one of these other series. We may be just sitting around waiting. Either way, thank you for tuning into the Olimoleague. Thanks for watching BaseTradeTV. We'll be back soon.